Hello, everybody. Jason and Janet here, the day after the 4th of July. I don't know about you, Jason, but it was a crazy busy weekend, and I'm having trouble realizing today's Wednesday and not Monday. I'm really off my game here today. How about you?
Yeah, definitely crazy weekend in quotes. You never know. Man plans and God laughs, and I can assure you I never expected what. Anyway, so yes, crazy weekend. I almost thought, for instance, Mercury was in retrograde. I've had nothing but technical problems with my phone recharging. It's not the phone battery. It's actually the charger. Shamalama ding dong. It's just... But
it has been like shabalama ding dong, all kinds of weird stuff. Other people were calling me up over the weekend asking me if Mercury was going retrograde. Like, not till August. And we're not that close yet that, you're looking at a retrograde kind of flashback, but it has.
But here we are. We're full swing summer now, right?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about your show this weekend. Since all of you are out there, these are our promos we're doing this week. And so Janet has her show every Thursday, which is 4 p.m. Pacific time, not specific time, but Pacific time. And my time, Eastern time, 7 p.m. every Thursday night on Blog Talk Radio at living-astrology.com. You'll find us under that umbrella. Once you're there and you see the show, click on the little pink pussy tab. that lets Blog Talk send you all information that says when we're going to have a show. Makes it easier than us reminding you. Let them pester you. This week's show,
it's called the Follow Us button, and you just click on that, and then you can follow the show and be informed when we're about to go on air and what our shows are.
Yes. So this week, I'm continuing the art card number 14 card, Janet. It's weird in the beginning. I was like keeping strict tabs on every single. I don't even know how many I've done.
One card per week?
Yeah, I don't even know how many shows now I've done on the art card. Now, is it like 3 or 2? 4?
This will be 4.
On art, okay. On the fart card, because there's a lot to be covered. There's a lot of different areas that this affects in the arts. So I'm bringing people in from the world, and my world, as you've been listening, people from high school, from college that have come out. Thank you to Christy Clark, who's been on. I've actually had several of my listeners get in touch with her, Janet. Forgot to tell you.
Nice.
And they're booking the doTERRA thing with her. I want to thank Mary Resta, who's watching, who is our plant gal and our Reiki gal and our music all-around hilarious gal, who I hope to have back on the show for just nothing else. Her fucking comedic relief. I mean,
she's pretty funny.
Crazy. She was like that in school. Anyway, and tonight I have on a very special guest from my past, from junior high school, college. We went together.
Wow, way back. You're going way back now.
Her parents were like my parents. Excuse me. You'll find that children with a really good ego strength, if they don't get what they need at home, they go to other places and they find it. Well, there was this German and Lebanese couple. She was a German, he was Lebanese, and it was she taught me how to drink scotch. And she wasn't even a lesbian. Anyway, their daughter and I did lots of theater together. We went through the ranks together. She was like my sister. We never did crazy thing. She went off to Arizona. She's had her own theater company for a while. She's actually the voice of the lady in the airplane. Sit your ass down, please. We're taking off, motherfucker. She's that woman. The doors will open to you. She's that person.
Nice.
Also went off from the conservatory we went to school with. She went off and became a music therapist.
Wow. And she's still doing this?
Oh, a kitty cat in the background. Kitty cat alert. Pussy. Hairy pussy. Oh my God, you have such a gorgeous cat. Pick her up. Oh, that's a squishy doodle. Oh my God. You have such a beautiful hairy pussy.
Thanks, I think.
Okay, so music therapist on tonight. How does that tie in? Well, watch the show tonight and you'll find out.
Sounds good. And your show, Titillating Tarot with Jason Livanis, is on at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. East Coast time on Wednesdays. And so forgive the lateness of this video, but
you know what? We don't get paid for this, folks. So whatever. I'm done apologizing. I'm doing that one day a card pull thing, and ooh, I didn't do it fast enough day. And people are like, where's my card pull? And I'm thinking, people really give a shit.
People pay attention. Some people pay attention.
So you'll see little Instagram thingies go off. I'm always promoting Janet. I'm always promoting myself. So yeah, that's another way you can follow us is on Instagram. So Planet Janet, we talked a little bit about Aquarius, the pleasure it can bring, the misfortune it can bring. We've, I sent you that really little funny picture. It all depends on punctuation. And that said, dude, comma, your anus is huge. And then a gorgeous picture of Uranus. Or Uranus, as
Which
you...
is why I say it Uranus, because I don't want all the jokes, Uranus.
I'm sorry, you got the wrong partner, man. Who the fuck did you
no
pick
matter
to
how I would
partner?
say it, you would find a way to say it funny.
I laughed. But anyway, so tell us, madam, since we have discussed Uranus, we've discussed this sort of thing. I wanted to also tell people, when we discuss things on Janet Planet Schmanet's show, please know that she's always doing relevant chart associative readings. For instance, I could go to her site at www.living-astrology.com and I could get myself a free natal chart. I could get myself a free Jupiter in Libra. Got it. But I could also tell you that if you were to contact her and said, hey, lady, I don't want any of that shit, but I would like to know what is happening with me with respect to Aquarius, I bet you she would definitely like to have a reading booked, but she'd probably hit you back with a little morsel, a little tidbit, a little teaser.
Well, here's what I'm thinking of doing. Because, Jupiter, we're in the last couple of months of Jupiter moving through Libra, moves into Scorpio, I think October 9th. So
I can't imagine what those gifts are. Jupiter and fucking Scorpio. Ugh.
Sex,
welcome.
Passion,
Venereal disease for everyone.
Intensity, pleasure.
Did you hear me?
Pain. Huh? No. What did you say?
Welcome. Venereal disease for everyone. Jupiter and Scorpio. Sorry. I didn't want to let that one go. I thought that was cute. Go ahead.
Funny. So, anyway, I was thinking there is a lot of hubbub going around on the net. I see it all the time about the upcoming solar eclipse in August. It's August 21st. It is a total solar eclipse, and it is extraordinarily geo-effective for the United States as it cuts our United States in half. Essentially from...
What is geo-effective? I have an excellent vocabulary, and that means nothing to me. Geo-effective. You affect the geology?
The geography. It's meaning the area that we all live in is very affected by this particular eclipse. Sometimes eclipses happen and they're going to affect us, but they might be going across Africa. And since we live in America.
Oh! In other words, to all you laymen out there, the shit that's going on right above us.
Right above us, literally. And since people are very aware of this coming eclipse, I thought maybe we would start I would put up a chart for people to find out where this eclipse is happening in their chart. And so be looking for that. And this week on my radio show, this week as in tomorrow, good God, we're going to be exploring the planet Neptune, because I think there's, recently, like last week, Neptune turned retrograde. When Neptune turns retrograde, it's like turning on the intuition switch in us. And things are coming to us.
I've heard that before. I never really understood why. Because it's hanging out in?
Well, because it forces us inward, right? Retrogrades always force us inward. And Neptune, being a planet that rules intuition, forces us inward. And I mean, I even had my own experience over this weekend with this, which was hysterical because out of the blue, I decided I needed to send this woman this quote that she had given me, I don't know, 6 months before. And I said, hey, I just think, you might want to hear this. And I sent it to her and she said, you just don't know what you've just done for me. And it was on a, mostly on a whim. I had, no real inkling about why I was doing it, except that when we pay attention to those inklings right now, they pay off big time for us. And not that I'm looking for a payoff from her for this, but you don't know what you are affecting for yourself or for others when you pay attention to what's going on inward this week. So I really want to take a look at Neptune. What does it rule in our charts? And how can we best use this energy? Because the problem with not listening to your intuition right now is that when Neptune turns back to direct in the fall or closer to the winter solstice this year, you may be regretting that you didn't listen to your intuition. So it becomes very important for us to learn to really hear what's going on within us. So that's what my show is about tomorrow.
Janet, may I interrupt for a moment?
Absolutely.
And maybe you can jot this down because this could be like something that's a larger show topic. But it occurred to me that if I have the sun, and then I have our 9 whatever planets, I don't know, stars or planets, 8s, whatever, going around, it seems to me that the effect, if my sun is here and I have this pretty little piece of labradorite, which is our earth right here, and it's going around doodly 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 doodly, and it's going around, right? And let's just say I have Mars or Mercury near me. It has an effect, a real fucking hello, punch you in the face, in the back of the throat with a hammer effect. Now, when you talk about Neptune,
far out,
what kind of fucking effect does it really have? I mean, is it as poignant as the effect of something that is so close gravitationally? Our moon's gravitational force impinges, influences, reacts with our own fluids, our own bodies of water. So how esoteric, how hardcore is this energy that Pluto, Neptune, and all the other gefucked things out there? Hey, Uranus. What kind of an effect is Uranus having?
It depends on where it is in your chart. But you ask a really good question because the inner planets, definitely, we call those the personal planets. So Mercury, Mars, Venus, the moon, the sun, and those are personal, meaning they have a stronger effect on us as individuals. Jupiter and Saturn are kind of the bridge between the inner planets and the outer planets. So they're kind of the transpersonal, right?
Yeah.
Planets. Then when we get to Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and anything else out there, Ceres, Eris, and asteroids and so forth, they become the more collective energies that we experience. So their longer orbits create time period effect, generational effects.
I'm talking about intensity of it. Is it something more that like sort of comes upon you and the effects are more subtle and sort of
Neptune, yes, because it's a ruler of the ethereal, the esoteric, the spiritual,
and that's the 12th house.
12th house, yeah. Neptune rules the 12th house, Pisces, and so that energy is hard to pin down. It's nebulous and it's watery. Neptune was the god of the oceans, right? A lot of power in this, but it's often the unseen. And so it is hard sometimes to pin down what Neptune's effects are on you as an individual. But we can certainly tell that, and Neptune, of course, is in Pisces right now, the sign it rules. So there's a lot of power in that planet. So I want to take some time and go through what the major signposts are of our time. Wow, that's not such a good card.
That's the card of Neptune, the card of secrets, the unknowns, subconscious, things that come out and bite you in the ass. And so, not to steal focus, I wanted to share with you and share with the watchers out there. I've been doing this daily card pull thing, and somebody contacted me and said, thank you so much. Because I don't just lay shit in front of you and then be like, you're fucked! Have a great day! That's not what's going on. I told everybody, batten down the hatches, secrets and lies.
Oh, yeah, I read this on Facebook.
Things that will come out of nowhere and be like, oh, like, this card came up one time when 10 years after my mother's death, this woman who was a paragon of no drinking and no drugs, I'm looking over my sister's jewelry box 10 years later. And on that day, I had pulled this card. And I said, and stupid me, pothead, stupid me, right? I see this little spoon that's silver. And I'm thinking, who the fuck uses that much salt? Like, what? How stupid I am. I said, what the fuck is this, a baby spoon? And she said, oh no, that was Mom's Coke spoon. And it was one of those Salvador Dali moments where like the painting melts.
Melts.
Like, dogs are flying, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but on my end, what I thought I heard you say over here was Mom's Coke spoon, but of course that couldn't be.
Not our mother.
No, that's her Coke spoon, Jay. That day I pulled this card. You never forget a card like that, and I pulled that card, and the warning is, take another fucking Klonopin, have that drink, meditate, masturbate. What you have to do, but batten down because some stuff is coming out. This woman evidently took my words and ran with it. She went to a family function. Just imagine this. And because I cherish my listeners, I'm going to choose these words carefully next. She went to a family function by where something inappropriate happened that she, boop, at 3 years old, had no idea about. I'm not talking about mutzy-footsie. She was not violated physically, but had something happen that evidently everybody else knew about but her.
Revelation.
And it was all fucked up. And so she said in the text, she's like, I kind of like sat there and was like, that crazy fucking Greek psychic dude, he warned me. Anyway, this video's gone on too long. Don't miss Janet tomorrow night, 4 p.m.
tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. I have a music therapist on. Oh, Janet, interplanetary Janet. Write yourself a note. Can you please, because I had a guest cancel this evening, an emergency. I was going to have a composer on this evening, but yeah. We'll get to him. I don't know if the art card's going to last that long, but maybe I'll do like a little retro and have him on.
A retro art card show.
A retro card.
That.
Can you please tell me about the tuning forks of each planet, and or if they correlate to a chakra, and or the astrological sort of slant of it? If you can add something. I know you're busier than a one-armed wallpaper hanger. I know. But if you can give me a little sort of, Jay, because I'm actually comprising for everyone a spreadsheet.
Oh. I will try.
It'll have aromas, chakras, planets, sounds, plants. I can keep going. It's going to be very interesting. Colors. It's going to be very interesting to see how everything lines up.
Nice.
And that's it. Okay, so goodbye from me.
Goodbye, everybody. Watch our shows, Titillating Tarot with Jason Livanis on Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and Living Astrology with moi and Jason on Thursdays.
I'm Peanuts on Thursday. I'm in the background talking to the crazies. When am I going to get married? You're not. So,
it's been a long time since we've gotten that kind of question. I think people have gotten the message.
hang on, Mish. So, I love you. I got to go.
Talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.